Trying to think, you know, I got out of the Navy, they didn't give me much money, you know, and I had a few civvies, but not much, you know, that I used to wear when I went on liberty, you know, sometimes. There was another Navy guy, he got discharged when I did. And I can't remember even what he looked like, except, you know, I can't even except I remember that we went he was going to San Francisco too. And then we got, in San Diego, we got discharged, you know, at the Marine base. We felt like brothers, we both got out of the Navy, you know, and we both were going to San Francisco because we'd both been there and liked it, so. And turns out he don't have very much, I don't have much money, but I got more than him. So I paid for the hotel. It was $10 a week. It was, you know, it was just a one room, but there was twin beds, you know, so. Now we're both looking for jobs, you know. We go out in the morning, and we didn't stick together. He'd go his way and I'd go mine, and I went all over, you know. I asked for so many jobs, and they were not good times, you know. They weren't hiring yet, you know. It wasn't the beginning of defense spending, you know, defense building. It was before that. So it was tough. And every day we'd get back, we'd go from the room and we'd go eat. You know, just once a day. We go to a Chinese restaurant, it was 25 cents, and I remember it was a complete meal for a quarter. And they didn't even think about tips, you know, you just paid your money, a quarter, and that's what you paid, you know. But you got like soup, salad, bread, dessert, you know, meat, you know, main course, and potatoes, another vegetable, all for a quarter, you know. That's how tough things were. So that went along for a week, and then the second week, the first week he helped pay. You know, he helped pay, we paid $5 a piece, you know, for the room. The second week, he don't have any money, he's awful short of money already, you know. So I paid. I said, it's all right, I'll cover that, you know, you can help out later, you know. And we're both looking for work all day, you know, and nothing's happening. And we're paying a quarter a piece for meals, and we're going broke here, you know. And so, not any luck, no luck at all finding work. I walked all over that goddamn city, and he was taking streetcars all over, you know. And that's why he went broke ahead of me, see. Anyway, so then I wound up paying for meals, and I'm almost broke. And I told you about Foster's cafeterias and bakery that I worked after I got out of the merchant. We went to Foster's, and the Foster's were famous for their little bakery, which did English muffins, but also they did other kinds of baked goods, and they did something they called a tea biscuit, which was really just like a small roll, you know, small bread roll. And they had a day-old department, you know, where it was half price. So I bought a huge bag full of those tea biscuits. And he kept them in the room, and we'd eat like 3 biscuits and drink a lot of water, tap water, and they would kind of, they were getting dry, you know, and they would, so that dry bread would go in your stomach, and you'd put the water, and they would kind of swell up a little, and it took the hunger pains away, you know. I'm almost out of money totally, and I'm thinking, I've been carrying this guy, you know, for a while. And so I paid the second week, so now it's, you know, I got about 3 days left of the, and we're gonna be what they call, we're gonna be homeless guys. You know, they didn't call the people homeless people. They just said bums. If you didn't have a home, you were a bum. So I'm walking home, and I walked by a restaurant, the glass front, and I looked, I couldn't help but look in, and there's that fucker sitting at the counter scarfing up. I went to the room, and he comes in, and I tell him, "Man, I'm hungry, aren't you?" And he says, "Yeah." And I said, "You son of a bitch, I saw you eating." And he says, "Well, fuck you." He said, I mooch, I bum for the money, and you won't do it." He said, "You're too fucking proud. You aren't going to go bum. Well, I bummed for the money, so I'm not sharing it with you if I have to bum." I said, "Well, fuck you. Get out of my room." And that's the last I ever saw of him. He got out of the room. Now, all I got left is the goddamn tea biscuits, you know. So I'm really thinking, God, I don't know what I'm going to do.